Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Kingdom Trades Live. We are here. It is May 26th. It's been a while. Looks like market is open. Nice gap up. Let's see how big that gap up is. About a 0.5% gap on SPX. About a 0.5% gap on SPX. Not too bad. We had that nice holiday yesterday. Hope everybody enjoyed it. As we are live, I'm gonna try to see if I can get these charts to show. I could not figure out. I still can't figure out my AMT laptop. I have an AMD laptop, and I cannot figure out how to get a P&L crossed from my NinjaTrader on there. Now that I switched to a two computer setup. I want to start off with some prayer, guys. Jesus, just empower us, Lord God. Just Holy Spirit, come in. Give us discernment. Give us wisdom, Lord God. Calm our spirit, Lord God. Let us make wise decisions. Let us be confident, Lord, and be okay with whatever outcome comes, Lord. We pray, Lord, that you would give us supernatural knowledge, Lord, that you'd give us supernatural peace in these markets, Lord God, as we determine when to buy, when to sell, and just give us blessing, Lord God. Everything we touch, Lord. Followers of you, we want to be blessed in everything that we touch. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, market's dumping off pretty good on the NQ side. Nice down close candle on that first 1 minute orb candle. Big down close, and now we're looking for a little 3-bar here, and it looks like a good continuation on the 5 minute as well on this break. So break, retest the top, and now it's pushing back down. Let's see, next target down would be the 64. See those break. We'd like to see the 52s break, and then we can go all the way down to 765 on the 5 minute. Don't usually do pre-market plays or opening range plays, so gonna just kind of sit here and wait. SPX, we're still inside. We had a bullish candle. I'd say it's a bearish candle, but it's a big top wick candle, closed in the middle. So neutral to bearish would be my take on that candle. Next candle is a neutral candle as well, into a bearish candle, and then now we're just stuck in the middle. Ugh, I don't need ATR on this. I don't really watch ATR on SPX. Yeah, it's looking like it's pushing out. Like we're pushing out on SPX. Still forming that first 15 minutes. Nice big dump on NQ though. Nice big dump on NQ. Strong 5 minute level. If you looked at NQ chart, we got a strong 5 minute level right up here over the 932. Started to push down before market open, came back up, tapped it real quick, and slapped right back down. If you were to zoom out a little further, we had this big uptrend. I bet you if you fib that out too, it'd be like a 618 level or something like that. So if you came over here at the 30,000, we tapped 30,000 apparently. Jeez, did we? No, 995. 995. I'm shocked it didn't touch 30,000. Bet you a bunch of people had take profits at 30,000. But yeah, came down all the way back down to 745, and now we've pulled up. It looks like about 2/3, so it's probably that golden pocket 618 level right here. Came up, tapped it, and started pushing down from there. Waiting to see if anybody wants to hop on with me and chat. I try with all my might. Let me find my buddy here. All right. Broke that 5-minute level. All right. See how this works here. Mic is my pod mic. Headphones are my headphones. See how much that affects things. It's a little slower, but yeah. All right, we're still working on these first 15 minutes. It's 6:37. 6:37 Pacific for all you West Coast people. 9:37 on these market time. What is this? I don't like this. Oh, it's a 1 minute cross. Okay. Old 1 minute cross, huh? Yeah. So again, just waiting for that first 15 minute to form before we're actually going to take any trades. Yeah, we touched that blue. It doesn't look like we actually closed below it on the 5 minute. So we had this blue candle that hasn't been broken yet. Came down, touched it, broke it, closed above, wicked back down, closed above. We did close below the 5 minute cross though. So that'd be a good retest and push back down level. See if there's room all the way down to 765.
What up?
What's up, Eddie? You're on my live stream.
You think it's gonna go for the gap fill?
Oh, on let's see here. On SPX? You're talking about SPX on ES or whatever you look at? Let's see here. Gap fill. How big of a gap do we have here? Because there wasn't.
I mean,
there wasn't
on
a
the
gap
hour
on the
on the
NQ,
hourly.
right?
There's a gap.
Oh, there's a gap on the hourly. You look way back. You look like so much further back than I look.
Dude, this was literally just over the day, over the past
yeah, but
day.
I don't look past like the 15 minute, you know.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
So-
no, there's a gap on the hourly. On the daily, it doesn't look like there's a gap because it opened within the prior day's range. But on the hourly, there's a gap. I don't know. I'm long right now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not doing anything till the orb is made at 6:45. Wait those first 15 minutes. It's actually a lot less volatile right now than it's been the last week. Like last week was crazy. It's like every opening was, or was it a week before? You know, I was working. It was like 40. Now our ATR is 17. So I could trade this, but nice pullback though. Nice pullback for it to continue up on. You're in the long.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
We're gonna hit that 30,000.
But I mentioned last week how I've been seeing a specific behavior pattern from MNQ that I haven't been able to capitalize on.
Yeah.
It was there again. It's something I keep seeing over and over and over again. And it falls within the parameters of my setup, but
You just haven't taken it?
I just haven't taken it. So today I took it, and I'm just
So you got execute.
right now. It's
all you do is execute, Eddie.
Right now it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong.
Right on.
I got tired of watching this behavior pattern just come and give an insanely good risk opportunity.
Yeah.
And every time I watch it, bro, it just fucking pops, man. So.
Oh, let's see here. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard not to be bullish right now. Everything's been up and up and up, but let's see here. I think yesterday was a downward close on SPX. Oh, yesterday. Yesterday was closed, but day before. Oh no, it was still barely above on SPX, and there's a big gap up.
Man, metals just haven't been doing anything.
Yeah, I still haven't worked up the courage. Still haven't worked up the courage to make that jump. Yeah, I was looking pre-market. I was thinking about shorting these 32 levels, this 932 level right here. But I was still getting everything set up, so I just figured I'd watch it rather than try to do anything while I was getting set up. And it had a nice dump, but now it's almost completely retaken.
If I share my screen with you, will it pop up on your?
It won't pop up on my stream. The only way you can get it to pop up on my stream is if you use that that link that I had given you, because I don't think I have.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, I could make it come up on the stream. So be like, do you want it to come up on the stream? Because I can make it come up on the stream.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, just check this out.
Alright, I'm looking.
New switch themes. Okay. Don't really care for that.
Yeah, I just have to move it over to my other monitor, because my other monitors, because I have the monitor live, so I can just move it to the other monitor and then it'd be live.
Nah.
And then everyone can see what Eddie does. And then when they lose, it's your fault.
No, you gotta have a risk disclosure, bro.
Yeah, I have one on the comment section.
If you guys follow me and take my trades, I'm not responsible for your losses.
Yeah, I should have a opening. I need to make an opening, like a whole opening video that closes with that just big risk disclosure screen. But no, I just wrote down this is not financial advice, so we could probably not fully covered with that, but that's what it says on the first line of my comments. This is not financial advice. My description.
Oh, you can see my play now, though.
There you go. What a good entry. Oh wait, no, you're just now hitting green, right? Why does it say your entry's so far below that red box?
Bro, I told you. I told you about this behavior pattern. Well, I didn't tell you the behavior pattern specifically, but I told you that it falls within the parameters of my setup, bro.
Yeah. So normally you'd have been entering up higher.
Yeah, where the purple meets the green.
Right. That's your normal entry, and then you're like way further down. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so then you're still targeting is it a 2-to-1?
1.5.
1.5.
No, it's a 1.5.
Okay, on what your strategy would be, but now you're really getting like a 2-to-1. Oh, you're getting more than that.
Oh, we're getting like a 3-to-1.
Yeah.
Well, a 4-to-1 if it hits, actually. Close to 4-to-1.
Yeah, that's great.
If it hits.
Yeah. It's running.
But I had to size down, though. Being in drawdown and everything.
Yeah.
Trying to protect capital and longevity here. I really don't want to start over.
Yeah. So I have resistance here at 69.
Nah, bro. We're going into 30K.
It's shooting for it. It's going to go touch it.
We're going into 30K, bro.
Yeah, but it might get a small pullback, like a small pullback at 70, come back up to 90, small pullback at 90, and then shoot its way up to.
Nah, it's ripping all the way through. It doesn't even care. It doesn't
It's
even
gonna
care.
ignore everything. It's going straight through.
It doesn't even care.
Yeah. Well, it
I'm
looks
telling
like
you.
it. It looks like it right now. It just tore through that level, like it was nothing.
It doesn't even care. It said all-time highs. Who this? It's going.
All right.
Yeah, dude. The all-time high the other day, over the holiday, dude, was just shy of 30K.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah. Almost touched it. Almost touched it. It's like
Yeah,
that's why I was saying pre-market. I was
it's
like, I
that,
bet you so many people had TPs at 30K.
Oh yeah.
And then-
It's a psychological. It's just a psychological level, bro.
Yeah. So a bunch of people were probably like super long. They had a take profit at a 30K, and then they all got burned.
Yeah.
It's going for
Yeah,
it.
probably.
It's going for it.
Look, it got up there again. People probably just taking profits.
Yeah.
Right at 30K.
Oh, it's on. Oh, I'm on the 1 hour. I'm like, geez, this thing's. You put me on the 1 hour. Yeah, so we tapped that 5-minute level, broke above. Now it's starting to pull back. See if it can reject on it. Yeah, SPX broke orb right at that big jump up. I could have gotten in on that, but it was a little bit bigger risk. It would have been this big candle if I would have gotten in. I would have gotten in right here. It would have been about 35 points. Bro, just keep watching it.
Ugh.
Let's see if this will. Resistance here. Can you hear my music?
Negative.
Okay. I didn't know if it was coming through because it's probably just my mic that comes through. Probably not my whole computer system. Yeah, I got Lindsay singing in the background.
Who's Lindsay?
My wife.
Oh, you've never mentioned her name.
Oh.
So, and I still have
Don't
yet to
say
meet
that
her
on
in
the
person,
live stream,
so-
man. Don't say that on the live stream. You're gonna get me in trouble. It's like this guy's.
Hey,
been
you talk about
trading-
her all the time, though.
Yeah.
No, you talk about her all the time.
Yeah, I just say my wife.
It's cool.
Yeah.
You love your wife.
I do.
It's all good.
I do. But this is like probably her most watched video on YouTube that we've posted. Yeah, she killed this song. But it's So Will I. Or she had a sermon out of Job that she spoke that night, and she put the song with it. Man, it was powerful.
Awesome. One of my.
Hey, look
one
at
of my
that. See, it went
buddies
right to my resistance level, and it tore right down. One of your buddies what?
One of my buddies, his wife, is like sings in her in their church and whatnot. She also does like her own stuff too, but yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just recently, over the past like year and a half started listening to like gospel music, and
Hmm.
I don't know, but in the mainstream, it seems like God is trying to take music back over.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. You see a lot of
Awesome to see.
Christian artists getting recognized for their songs and reward and awards and stuff. So. But I mainly just listen to. Well, I listen to like a few different like Christian rap artists, and which doesn't fit my.
Interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't fit my
No,
look, and my
it doesn't.
demeanor.
It doesn't.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just like it, and
That's cool, man.
yeah, and then
Who do you like to listen to?
there's Tadashi, KB, Fire.
I'm familiar with KB just because he's featured on some stuff that
Yeah,
I've listened to.
yeah. Tripley is one of my favorite Christian artists,
I don't know that
Christian
one.
rappers. Yeah, his name's Tripley. He's in a lot. I mean, I've listened to Lecrae. Most
No
people have heard of
Lecrae.
Lecrae.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah. So there's quite a few.
That's cool.
But other than that, I just listen to since I mixed a lot of these songs for the church. So I listen to our church worship playlist a lot. It'll be really interesting because like our church will play songs. You know, everyone else listens to the actual songs when they come out. You know, and our church will play those songs, but our worship team like I'm gonna go short here. Our worship team will play songs their way, you know, so they're not playing it the same way that the band plays it, and then I'll hear the actual song for the first time, and I'd be like, man, that is way different than how I thought it sounded, you know.
You're just talking about like in playback?
Yeah, well, I mean, like I know how our church sounds, but that's the only way I've heard the song. Like I will have only heard the song in our church's version because my band, they play songs however they want to play it. You know, they don't play songs the exact way that it was.
Like it comes out on
right,
like recorded.
Right, they don't practice it the way that the band played it. They practice it the way they want to play it. You know.
Yeah.
And hold on, I think I'm risking too much here. Too many points. That's okay.
You got pivot levels on your screen now?
No pivot levels. These are just key quantum levels. There's no pivot levels here.
Oh, the screen I'm looking at looks like you got some.
What screen do I have on? Is the SPX one? The SPX screen.
Yeah.
I have the standard deviations. Yeah, I marked out standard deviation levels.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, on SPX, and that's part of the options plays that I do. I might take two off. I might take one off if it comes back.
Did you
down.
figure that out? Is your brokerage good to go now?
No, my brokerage I can't use the one that I grabbed, because they just won't do a stop. Like I could do them for some other stuff, but it's like they won't. You can't put a stop loss on there. I'm gonna close this. Yeah, it's too much risk. Okay, that was a big L. I didn't realize how big of point risk I was taking on that. Big L off the start. Nice.
Which I didn't get to see your play. Where was?
So I was doing it off of an or play on. Yeah, the orb. So this candle that broke orb, it came up, retapped orb, and started to look like it was pushing back down. So I went in short on that. But then I played the risk all the way to the previous purple candle. I played it too high. I should have just played it to the breaking candle, which then that would have been 25 points. But I had it set for almost 50 points. Way too much. Even though it was just 3 micros, it was way too much. So I just took like a $200 loss.
What are you identifying as the opening range right now?
The first 15 minutes. So let me switch over to. No, I should be on NQ. Oh, you probably are looking at my. So if I come here.
No, I'm looking. I switched back over. I'm looking at your MNQ right now.
This one. So this is the opening range right here from the first 15-minute candle. So if you looked at it on the 15-minute chart, it'd be the first 15-minute candle. So that's your opening range, and then on the 1 minute, when it broke into that green line is the opening range. So it broke into the opening range, came up, and this candle started to look like it was about to flip down, and so then I went short. And I should have placed my stop at the top of the breaking candle, but I put it at the top of this purple instead.
So your setup, it qualifies for breaking back into orb.
Yep, a break in or a breakout. But again, it's one of those things where why am I shorting a super bullish market? You know.
I couldn't tell you, man.
Yeah, I just do it again and again. I do it again and again. Well, it's because I really like to short. It's because I like shorting. And I was up over $100 on that trade, you know. But it was a couple points from. I wasn't up over $100. That would mean that my TP. Oh, dude, my settings are completely off too. Yeah, so I have my settings set for 30 points because of how volatile the market was before. So it almost hit 30 points. I should have had my 10 off. I should have been break even. So it actually did give me. It did give me 10 points.
So what you're saying is you didn't execute.
Yeah, I didn't have my settings are all jacked. All right, so we're gonna go.
Come on, man, you gotta have that figured out.
I know.
Before you even
I switched it all because but it's been so long since I traded. I switched it all because we were having 40 ATR. So I switched it all to meet how volatile the market was. That's probably why I put it above that candle, was because I saw where it was and I thought that was the purple candle. Because on NQ on my Ninja Trader, I don't see my chart. I see just the candles. Because I was thinking, like, man, how am I down this much?
Pop.
There it goes. How am I down this much? That's because I had my ATM settings were set for 30 points. And then I pulled it up to the top of the candle, which I thought was that purple candle. And I ended up risking 50 points. But I took it off before it hit the 50. I just saw how off I was.
Should be looking to get long here.
If this flips back up, I'll be getting long. Yep. Okay, we're going long. It gapped up. Dang. SPX gapped up, so SPX might pull down before it pushes back up.
Did you get in?
Yeah, I pushed long.
Where's your stop though?
Where should it be? Where is it? I have it at 74 right now.
$74.
Just below the 2-minute candle.
I don't think that's a bad stop. For scalping strategy, I don't think that's a bad stop. I mean, I know you don't use the same stuff that I use, but that's also right in line with the 8 EMA, which it's respecting right now. So you could ride that. It could ride that wave. I've seen it happen. Let's go. 30K.
Yeah, huge psychological level too. Hopefully it holds it, pushes that.
Yeah.
Again, it's another 30 point stop on this.
$30K.
Like bottom tick the pullback, and I'm gonna top tick the move up.
Nah, you're fine, bro.
3 bar it. There it goes. There it goes. SPX reaching up for those highs. And NQ's being resistant. NQ's being real resistant. I don't know if I can take it, man.
Dude, ES isn't even anywhere near the highs, bro.
Yeah, well, SPX isn't ES, so they're similar. They work together, but they all the pre-market stuff, all the stuff that happened yesterday isn't in SPX. This thing's gonna stop me out again. I'm gonna have another $200 loss. It's gonna be down 400 on the day, and I'm gonna be out.
No way, bro. Let's go. No way. Come on. Pop it. On my screen, it bounced right at 75, bro.
Yeah.
A tick off of you.
Yeah. So it's gotta. He's gonna Davy Jones it like he said.
Let's go. Davy Jones for the win. When you first read that, were you like, what the heck is he talking about?
Yeah, I mean SPX is ripping. But NQ is being really resistant at this level. But SPX actually made its new high just right now. So 75.28. Now it's starting to break that. Come on, man. See, if NQ just holds here, if it just holds here and SPX just wicks the top and then starts to break back down, NQ's gonna rip down. It's like SPX needs to push hard. NQ's just sitting still.
It's probably waiting to see what SPX is gonna do at its high.
Yeah. So like if SPX starts whipping down, NQ's gonna rip to the bottom. Yeah. Now it's pulling back. It's getting a heavy pullback on. I want to pull my stop further.
Don't move your stop. Just leave it where it's at, bro. If you lose, you lose. If you move your stop, then you're going to be bigger red on the day. Yeah. And you don't really have a reason for moving your stop right now. Yeah. Just trust your setup.
Piece of garbage, man.
That's the name of the game. 8 EMA still holding. 8 EMA still holding. Let's see. I mean, SPX it looks like it's still going, right? Yes, it's popping still.
Yeah, SPX just looks like it's about to 3-bar up. Now it's pulling back down.
And I've told you before too, bro. I mean, I know you like to use it as confluence for MNQ, but dude, MNQ or NQ can do its own thing.
Oh
it
yeah,
can.
no, absolutely. But so I mean, like you'll see this where one holds still while the other one runs, and then the moment the other one starts to pull back, then all of a sudden the move on this one's way harder. Or it might rubber band up and try to catch up.
I mean, for me. I mean, I don't use SPX or ES as confluence for MNQ, but for me, what MNQ looks like it just did was that it broke the highs, it came back, retested the highs, and now it's setting up a bull flag. Like
Yeah.
it's looking for continuation in my eyes.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
so
it needs
I'm
to
just
right now.
so that's my confluence for staying in my trade. If it's behaving to where it's setting up for continuation, then my trade is still valid for it to run to TP, and that's how I'll get to stay in trades longer. It's just I'm like, no, you're still showing me that you want to continue. You're giving me continuation setups. It within my setup, I'm holding, like without a doubt. You just got your first blue bar. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Blue bar's good. It was a pretty bearish blue bar, but there we go. We're breaking up. Back above 30,000. So lots of big top wicks, man. Come on. Yeah, it came like 2 ticks from stopping me out on that pullback.
Dude, it should have given you 10 points already, right?
No, my entry's way
higher?
higher. Yeah, my entry's at 15.
Oh, snap. Bro, so you got like 40-point risk
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go.
Well, I mean, that last trade was 50 points, right? The last trade was almost 50-point rates, and I took it off at almost 40. I mean,
Yeah,
so
but you shouldn't have been shorted.
I know. I shouldn't have shorted, and I shouldn't be trading with this much risk. Both trades are way too much risk. You know. That's what's not in my plan, and so that's what's making me feel anxious, making me feel like not trusting my setups and stuff, because like I'm not comfortable with risking this much. And that's, to me, like whenever I was looking over the last 2-3 months, last 2 months, I guess, of days, if I could just control my losing days. It's whenever I start to lose and I let it go, my losing days are, $800, $1,000, $600, whatever. My winning days are all $200. If I could just control my losing days to let them, have similar size on the loss, but I keep using bigger stops, shorter take profits, you know. And it's making these losing days just way too massive.
And that kind of comes with the territory of your strategy. I mean, your strategy is to take points
Yeah.
at
Right.
such a low risk to reward that, yeah. That's what I was saying, like, the other day when you were thinking about, like, giving yourself, like, a trade cap. I think you're better off giving yourself a dollar cap, a
Right.
maximum daily loss
yeah,
limit.
daily loss limit, yeah. Which I'd be
Respect
over it
that.
right now. I'd be over it right now. Way over it.
What would be your maximum daily loss limit?
I'd want to say like 250.
Yeah. I mean, especially if your winning days are only like in the $200 range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
But instead, I'm hitting $600 loss days or $800 loss days, and I'm taking up for 4 days of trading, you know, with that loss. And then I'm grinding myself back up. I'm grinding, and making it back up. And then right whenever I make it back up, I hit that next loss day, you know.
Yeah.
All right, you piece of garbage. Rip. Make me.
Well, you can't talk to trades like that. You need to
grouchy.
apologize. You can't talk to trades like that.
You do as I say, NQ. You go to the top.
No, you got to give it encouragement.
I'm in charge of the market.
You got to be the trade whisperer, bro. Got to be like Caesar Milan with this stuff.
Oh my gosh. Every time it fails to hold above 30,000, I say, I just want to short it again. I just want to short. No. See, a good entry would have been waiting for this blue candle to form. Have a bullish candle, had the break on the purple, and then you could even do it up to this purple, and then you'd just be waiting for the break on the purple for the entry. And then have a smaller risk. See, my strategy, the way I have it written out, I should be shooting for 1R trades too. It should be like my risk should only be no more than 15 points, and then I have it tested at 1R. Either 5 points minimum was the way I did it back in the day. It was 5 points minimum. So if it was a 3-point risk, then I would take off a portion at 5 points, and then anything more than 5 points, I match it R to R. So if I was doing a 15-point risk, I'd be a 15-point first TP. 30-point risk, like this is a 40-point risk, I should be shooting for 40 points on that first TP. You know. But I just shouldn't be taking trades that are bigger than 15, 20 points. There we go. So where's it going, Eddie?
My TP's at 65. No rhyme or reason for that level other than that's just
the
my
size.
1.5.
I'm having mine. I'm doing it 1R. I'm going 1R.
So what is that for you? Like 45?
Yeah, 50, like 57 is where I'm at right now. That's just eyeballing it though. I didn't have it actually like 54, 55. It should be like 55, right? 73. If I did the actual math, we're talking about 42 points. So it should be 42 points. Yeah, it's 57. I had it like right on. See right there, that was it right there. See that? Break on the purple. Retest. Continuation up. This should be my entry. My risk should be down to what is that? Is that 6? Yeah, 306.
So
06.
move your stop there. I mean, you'll definitely reduce your risk. I mean, and then if it goes off of this second setup, then it goes. If it doesn't, you're already in. You just look at it as basically you just got a second entry,
Right.
and you entered way before it. At least now, if you lose, you'll keep your red day small.
Yeah.
I mean, just a thought.
So where my entry? My
thinking.
entry would have been pretty much right there, 313, right where I'm at. Yeah. So it should be below this candle.
Or you can add and then put your stuff there. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me.
Well, I think you should just send this thing, man. I think that you should just
I'll be right back.
Picture would be on it. He's crazy about you. Do you believe that you are his workmanship? Do you believe that he knows the plans that he has for you? Do you believe that before you were formed in your mother's womb, he knew your name? I believe what he says about me. I believe what he has declared and sung over me. Hallelujah. I am his workmanship. I am the work of his hand. And God doesn't make junk. I'm an artistic masterpiece. There's not another one like me in the whole wide world. I am unique. I'm a one of a kind, which makes me priceless. I believe. I believe. What you say about me. Yes, oh, I believe. We believe. This I believe. What you say of me. Yes. on, nobody can believe it for you. You have to believe it for yourself.
There is a king. He's seated among us.
Oh, jeez.
Let every heart receive him now. Where there is praise.
Come on.
Bro, what happened?
I hit my first TP.
Dude, it got within a few ticks of
Yeah,
mine.
yeah, it's up there, dude. The stress is relieved.
I'm just closing it.
Yeah.
Order filled.
Yeah, you're almost 4-1 trade.
Yeah,
I'm trailing my 2 minutes.
GG's
now.
on the day.
GG's. I'm trailing my 2 minutes now.
Dude, if it's within like $15 of a TP like that, I'm not
Yeah.
risking any insane amount of money for $15. Like,
Yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like your risk is now would have been what at that point in time? Like $400. Yeah, you're risking $300 plus. So yeah, because that's where you took profit is $378. So then plus your entire risk. So it's probably like $500 of risk for that $15.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, our King above.
All right, my stop's up at 35 here in 5 seconds.
Bro, last week was rough for me, man.
Yeah.
Two largest.
Yeah, you had like a
winning days and-
$600 loss day and yeah, dude, 400, 600. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. All right, now this needs to rip up to 31,000. It's possible, right? Go another 1,000 points
Are
today.
you still trailing one?
Yeah, I'm trailing one on the 2 minute.
Nice.
So I'm probably pretty close to with my stop right now. It's probably pretty close to break even on the day. On those two trades.
Oh, but right now you're green on the day?
yeah, right now I'm green. It might be down. It's about 20 points below, so it'd be a $40 loss. It'd be like down like $10.
Nah. Dude, if it hits 3,100, I would just fucking close it. I don't know. MES has still got room, bro.
Yeah. I'll probably start trailing it tighter once SPX starts hitting close to its first standard deviation.
We'll be at home. This war will be over.
But I'm already going to be... So now I'm going to move it up to
52.
49. Right below the 2 minute
Oh.
candle.
50.
Yeah, basically 50. 50, yeah, it's 50. You're right. It's like exactly 50.
GG. Just keep riding that wave.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you could see, but I was talking about how it rides that AEMA. Look at it,
Yeah.
bro. Just
Yeah, staying right on top of
tickling
it.
it, bro.
Staying right
Just
on top of it.
tickling it.
Well, dude, it was literally 2 ticks from my stop.
It
And then
was.
from me being completely depressed, calling the psych line and you know.
Oh, shit.
We will behold him.
Hmm.
Now I can take a couple minutes, reset, actually look for. I just honestly these all-time highs, it's just harder for me too. I don't know what it is. Every time we're at all-time highs, it's harder for me to. Cause I don't know. I think I'm impulsively like we're up, you know. So I impulsively wanna short it. I have no levels above. Everything's below, you know.
You should just put your stop back down to 15 and just hold it until the end of the day.
Yeah.
Just swing it until the close.
Yeah, I could. Why not? Why not at this point? I think I should put my stop back down to where it was at 74.
I didn't say that.
I mean, it's just one contract.
That's your degeneracy talking.
I mean, there's a risk it comes all the way back down to the bottom of the opening range. So I think I should I put it all the way down there. Now we're green on this trade. I could probably add on a couple contracts too. See, but if I would have had my settings correct on that first trade, see, I gotta spend more time in my setup and make sure everything's actually set up right.
Yeah, that's got to be done before you even take a trade, bro.
Yeah. Because if my risk wouldn't have been $250 on that first trade, if it would have been $90 on that first trade, now I'm looking at a $200 day. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't be looking at, even if that were the case, I shouldn't be looking at a $200 day because that second trade was way too big of risk too, because it was me having a big loss. I took a big risk on a second trade too.
Come on, claim it in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah.
Oh yeah, I should be up now, huh? Let's go up to 66.
No.
No, because it didn't close above the wick. Okay.
Yeah.
But it closed above the body.
No, it's still in the range.
Huh? Only the wicks.
It's got to close outside the range of the previous candle. I mean, per the rules of last conditional change, right? So I'm gonna take you out right now, anyway. Or maybe it'll just keep bouncing off this 8 EMA, bro.
I'm good with that.
It's like a little trampoline. Just bounce and bounce, bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce.
I like it. I like it. That one almost took me out. Shoot up over 100 right now. Nice battle right now. Big battle with these candles. I'm telling you, you really gotta, even if it was just to watch it, you should download NinjaTrader and watch the candles move on NinjaTrader. It's so different. It's just so different. It's like you could actually really see that tug of war whenever they hit a level. It's like the candle starts acting really erratic. Up and down and up and down and up and down. Right now it looks like the sellers are taking it. Yeah, I think there's a big psychological thing to the way I was trading before, where like whenever it would hit that 10 points, it hit that 10 points right away. It hit that 10 points right away, and then I'd be break even, and I wouldn't have to care anymore about the trade, you know. But I've been taking bigger risk trades, and it's been taking longer for the trade to play out, and it's just more stressful for me. I like it whenever it's just quick. All right. Shoot up.
Oh, what's it doing?
Well, it hit almost hit 90 there. SPX is dumping though.
Hmm. SPX is dumping, you said?
Well, I mean, it gave me a sell signal, started to push back up, failed to break, and now it's pushing back down. It hasn't taken out its wick on that last push down. So now it's pushing back up. So it's just in a range, but the most recent signal is a sell signal. And then it came up and tapped the cross. Now we're pushing back up towards that cross.
Oh, what a good trade, bro.
I might just take this and just not be sitting here.
What? Dude, just let the stop do its thing. It's holding. There's no reason to get out right now for a trail.
But now I'm green. I mean, I'd still be green, I think.
Okay.
But it'd be a little tiny green.
With your stop right now?
Yeah, it'd be a little green. I'd lose $40, so I'd be up about $20 on the day.
Be patient. I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna go for 100. Take TP at 100. It's the next psych level. NQ moves hundreds. 100 to 100. 100 to 100.
Make sure I set that to 1. All right, sell 1 limit at 98.
That's not 100.
Yeah, it's 98. That means that it's not gonna just barely edge like it did yesterday, where it barely edged 30 by a couple points.
What's up, kiddo? You leaving?
Not yet. What is that? What is that, Daddy?
It's Daddy's release. Daddy got a new one. To shoot my bow and arrow. Go clean your face right now.
Dude, I still have
You have
mine.
chocolate all over your face. Go clean your face.
I think I've shot my bow like 5 times.
What'd you say?
So I think I've shot my bow like 5 times. Oh man, there it goes. I moved it, just so you know. I moved it to... I'm actually just going to get rid of it.
Attaboy.
Get rid of that TP. Now I'll be in profit if it comes down and hits the stop. Yeah, that time I went out to your place and shot the arrow out in that orchard, it was like the last time I shot my bow. Years ago. Oh, we got a gap up too. I think I am just gonna take it. I think I'm gonna take it. I'm just gonna take it. I took it off. Up 118 on the day. Not bad.
You took it off and you're green how much?
115 to 120 per whichever account you look at. Someone's 119, 119, 109, 116, 116. So, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad, considering I was down 220 on the first trade. So that means I made like $300 on this trade.
Dude, it was such a good spot to get out.
Yeah.
So
On the 1 hour, yeah, you're hitting that that gap. That's the gap. Okay. You were saying a gap. I was looking for like a gap on the candles. You're talking about an FEG.
No. This is the gap I was talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
This is the gap I was talking about.
Yeah.
So when I got on, I was just like,
the gap.
going for the gap though.
Yeah,
I was about to close, looking for this gap, which it most likely will, but in due time.
Yeah.
And then it has so that one's MES, but on MNQ has it too. All the way down here. But I don't make guesstimations like that.
Yeah.
That's oh dang, so 2 got hit.
Okay, I only take trades that have acceptable risk. Okay, I only take trades that have acceptable risk. So I'm not put in a situation where I'm feeling super stressed out about a loss. I shouldn't be feeling that stressed out about a loss.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, kiddo.
No.
Love you.
We've been struggling so much with fleas, man. It's been insane. And they're finally starting to die down. But my girl, dude, my oldest, they just attack her like crazy. And she was basically in tears, scratching herself. So we moved into my in-laws' house for the last like week. But now we're looking at getting a place in Turlock. And we've been looking at it anyway because my work will let me post at Emmanuel, and then I'll be close to my parents. But
What'd you call me?
I called you. No, I can't think of anything. No, I was saying we've been having a ton of we have been a huge issue with fleas in the house at our place right now. And
That's gross.
yeah, horrible. And they go after my daughter. That's who they go after. They go after my daughter. And she went from having no fleas one day to the next day she had like almost 60 bites on her in one night, you know. And so we moved into my in-laws' house while we've been treating this house like crazy. And because we're out in the country, there's possums, there's raccoons, there's squirrels, there's, everything has fleas, and it's just like the whole hill's just infested. And so we've been having the pest guys come out as often as they can, spraying the inside of the house, spraying the outside of the house, and it's just now starting to look like it's dying down. But we've been living in the two upstairs bedrooms with me and my girls, and while we're waiting for this to die down. But it's helped us to push, because we've been talking about moving to Turlock for a while, but it helped us to push that decision. So now we're going to be looking at buying a place in Turlock, or getting a place in Turlock, renting a place in Turlock.
Nice.
So,
Turlock's expensive, bro.
Well, it's actually really, really surprising. It is expensive. Everything's expensive right now. Everything's crazy, ridiculous expensive. At first, we were looking at buying a house and just saying like, screw it. We just want to move. We just want to start the process, even though we didn't really have the money to do it. And I was just going to work 120 hours a pay period. you know. But it was like in the midst of the storm, we're gonna make this super rash decision to just, you know, put all the money we have in savings as a down payment on a house, and then I'll just work my life away to try to pay for it. But then we say, you know what, let's cool off a little bit. Moved in with my in-laws, and started looking at renting. And like, if you look at Merced's garbage city, you know. Houses are way cheaper in Merced than they are in like Turlock, which would make sense. But renting in Merced is actually more expensive. I think there's more people that are trying to rent because nobody that lives here can afford a house, and like the rental prices are crazy. But in Turlock,
They're more than what the mortgage would be.
yeah. They're definitely more than what the mortgage would be.
People
Definitely more than what the mortgage would be.
People just don't get it, bro.
Yeah. But like in Turlock, we were looking at houses, and with a minimum down payment on a house, our mortgage was going to be like $4,500 a month, you know. But we've been finding lots of rentals that are like $2,500 a month. And with that, it's like I can still save to actually put a decent down payment on a house, and I could be close to the parents, and I can post in Turlock and be at home whenever I don't have a call. I can stay at home with my family, you know.
Well, I recently learned something about a buyer's credit.
Yeah.
It's something you should look into. Or I don't know if you know what a buyer's credit is, but like instead of using your own money to like put down on a house,
Okay.
that if you ask the seller for a buyer's credit, and then you put that buyer's credit,
so yeah,
or it's
so
buying down your interest rate.
You offer more than the house is worth generally. You offer, so like, or what they're asking. You offer more than what they're asking, right? So it's like they're asking $550. You're like, I'm gonna ask for I'll pay you $570 with a $20,000 buyer's credit, and then use the $20,000 as the down payment on the house.
No, not on the down payment, to buy down your interest rate.
Oh yeah, you're talking about buying
which
points?
saves you more.
You're talking about buying points from the interest rate.
Yeah, and then that'll save you way more money than
right
than a down payment will.
That's an interesting idea.
Buying down the interest rate will also lower your monthly mortgage payment.
Yeah, and interest rates are super high right now. It's usually like I want to say like whenever I bought the house last time, they were asking like $1,000 a point or something like that. Which isn't crazy, you know. Which is like a 0.25% decrease on the interest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, if you can get your interest rate, you know, anywhere below 4%, bro, that's fucking solid.
Yeah. But right now there's a home in you know where Bristol Park is in Turlock?
No,
it's a super.
If you tell me where the park is, I mean, I'm familiar with Turlock.
Yeah, so
it's
off of Quincy, between Hawkeye and Tuolumne on Quincy. There's super nice homes there, and there's a little road that turns into this cul-de-sac that's like a closed off area, and right in the middle of it is this beautiful park, and it's like, you know, it's not like a public like Crane Park by the high school or whatever where everybody goes to and everybody uses it. It's like a park for this little community, and it's like all the homes there are like, you know, probably $800,000-$900,000 homes on the low end to like 1.5 million, 2 million on the high end in the homes there. And there's this one little house that's in there, that's right across the street from the park. Like you walk out and you're walking right out onto the park, and it's not as fancy of a house as all the other houses that are there. It's a little older house, but they're asking $2,800 for their house, which is like crazy because then you'll find houses that are 1,400 square feet on the other side of the tracks, and they're asking $3,000, you know. But so we're really hoping to get into that Bristol Park house where we can literally just walk outside the front door, and our kids can go play on a play set. You know, it'd be awesome, and it's like 5 minutes from the hospital, 5 minutes from my parents. I need to call them this morning. it was Memorial Weekend when we submitted the application, so it's like I didn't get to talk to anybody. It's funny because, like, you know, I feel like I've done so poorly with our finances, and I've done so poorly with our finances, with like the career I have and the ability to make money that I have. It's like I should have been smarter and not put our family in such a bad situation. But even with that, God's good, and we've worked hard and we've paid off virtually all of our debt other than student loans. And so on paper, I look great. You know, like for a renter, they see me on paper and they're like, credit score's 800, debt to income ratio super low, is making lots of money on his paychecks, lots of money every year, you know. So everywhere we've applied to, they've been like clamoring over trying to get us, but the one place that we want hasn't reached out. So,
You're talking about as far as a lender?
as far as property management, because we're looking at renting mainly. We're looking at renting, so property managers, they're all like, we've had one that was like, oh, no pets, and then I'm like, they look at my application, they're like, okay, you want to have a pet, you can have a pet, you know. But that one that
Money
we're really
plays.
praying for, well, it's just like we've been in so much debt. Really what it is, I was so bad with our finances, and we've been in so much debt, and we've paid it all back. So now we look really good as far as like credit score, debt to income ratio, all that stuff looks really great, but we don't have anything else to show. We don't have any physical funds, you know. We just have a great history of paying off our debt. Nice big cell here.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
Bro, you're fine, man.
Yeah. There's we got time, but we got to make the right decisions now. You know, that the best time to make money is when you're in your 20s. You know, if you can make the right decisions in your 20s, you'll be set for life, no problem. You wait till you're in your 30s, now you're still good, but now you got to start making the right choices. Push into your 40s, it's going to get a lot harder, and then 50s, it's like your growth on whatever you invest is super minimal. It's like $80 per dollar in your 20s. It's like $30-$40 per dollar in your 30s.
Well, if you're just starting, I could see that. But
Yeah.
I mean, really, in your 40s and your 50s is when, like, if you've
You're probably
even
making the
started
most.
even a little bit, that's probably when you're making your
Right.
investments are
And
making
so if
the
you're
most
able
money.
to
That's
put
when you
more in
really go
faster,
parabolic.
yeah, if you're able to put more in faster, then yeah. Oof. I just so like hitting the sell button. I'm not going to. It's funny, I set this playlist up. I know you can't hear it, but I always set the playlist up to loop the playlist, but it never loops the playlist. It always just goes to this like super soothing piano.
What do you use for
I
streaming
just
service?
do YouTube.
Oh,
I'm just using YouTube. I just open it up and find. I have a playlist that I made that's all Lindsay's songs. It's only my wife's songs, and then like not her. They're definitely copyright. It's definitely a copyright infringement if any of the they're covers. You know, they're covers of actual songs. So if any of the Christian artists were for whatever reason upset that on my stream that has nobody watching it, I played a song that a church covered. That was their song. You know.
I love how you just casually threw that in there.
Yeah.
Nobody's even watching it. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You know. But it's all
I'm
covers.
not crying. You're crying.
Yeah, it's all covers. So they are under copyright, and so I am breaking a copyright rule by having them play. But I like to listen to my wife, so I'm just playing her in the background. But then after the playlist ends, it keeps flipping over to this piano music, which is really soothing, I will say. But but I just don't understand why it won't loop. Like I click loop every time. I click loop the playlist, and it never loops the playlist. But whatever.
Not that you care. I don't know if you're paying attention, but had you still been following last conditional change,
Yeah, I
you
would've
would
been
have
out
got out
almost the exact same
like
spot.
right around. Yep.
Yeah, I saw that. Almost the exact same spot that I got out at.
It's crazy. It's crazy funny.
But I would have had it in for a higher profit at one point in time, and then I would have been like, oh, I lost more money. But I didn't lose any more money because I got out. Didn't lose any money because I made money.
Can't lose something you never had.
Yeah. All right, this is where it's going to bounce back up. We came right up on that one standard deviation for... See, like today would have been a good day for selling options too. Today would have been another $300 day. Probably in the next hour. As long as it doesn't pull all the way back in the next hour. Be another $300 day. But yeah, I was looking at this strategy and I can't really talk about it, but it's like while I'm live streaming. But if I was looking at it, as a $12,000 account because it uses like a martingale style scaling, you know. So if you lose a trade, then you scale in heavier on the next trade, and you scale in heavier on the next trade, and you scale in heavier on the next trade, and statistically, it's not gonna happen. The situation's not gonna happen more than so many times in a row, and so at a $12,000 account, you were green all the way. You never took a loss in the cycle. You took losses, but you never took a loss in the cycle all the way back to 2018. You would have your one loss, but that loss is the $12,000, you know. And so like if you go the next step up, which would be around 40K, I haven't seen a loss, and I'm back at like 2011, 2010, and you would have never taken a loss. You would take a loss. You would never have a unprofitable cycle. Because you might have a day lose, and then the next day lose, and then the next day lose, but then that fourth day, you're winning everything back on the fourth day, you know, or the fifth day.
How much are you putting into this?
Well, so
into the account as total.
So that's what I'm saying. Like if you have to have like a 40K account for the one that I haven't seen a loss yet, you'd have to have like a 40K account. 12K account, the first loss I saw was back in 2018. So each trade, like the first trade, you're gonna make $180. You're gonna risk 320, and the next trade, you're gonna make $300, $400, $570. So if you lost that first trade at 320, now you're going to make 570 on the next trade, so you're going to cover that loss, you know. But then you're risking around $1,000, you know. And then on the next trade, now you're going to make I don't even know. I'd have to do the calculation. But you're probably going to make $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 on the next trade if you win, you know. So then it'll cover the last two losses, and you still make money, you know. But now you're risking $5,000. You know, and then on the last trade, you're with a 12K account, and now you're risking $8,000, you know, whatever. So whatever, it'll calculate out to about $12,000. And that one had only one loss in 2018. And then I think I saw another loss in like 2012, 2013, you know, and that's not actually looking at the, what the actual options would be. That's just looking at the candles, because like as the market's moving, if it's moving substantially, the volatility is increasing, so you'll actually get further and further away. You'll have a bigger gap that's a winning gap. So I'd have to really look at what were the options prices and stuff on those days to see if it was an actual loss, because it could close below the candle and still be a win if your option is down even further. But I was just looking at just look at the candle. Is it closing above the candle or below the candle, you know? But your option might actually be 10, 15 points below the candle, and so it still would have been a win. with it being the 5th, 6th down day in a row. So, I haven't been looking at it to see if anybody's been chatting. No, I didn't. Oh, I did. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry, Christian. Christian's been watching. What is that, 7:52? Christian, good to see you, brother. Like, I haven't been looking at my chat. I've been talking, haven't been looking at my chat. Yeah, dude. Took a big L to start. Way too big risk if you've been watching, and then took a W on the second trade. Risked too much. Had way too high of a TP, and it worked out. So.
It looks like they're going to be building some more houses right there next to UC Merced.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, that's a nicer area, too. Over by the UC is a nicer area of Merced, and you're kind of off in the distance. But my big thing now is that they won't let me stay in Merced, for work. They'll let the crews come to Merced. I'm telling you, dude, I was being punished is really what it was. Yeah, close and reposition for the short. Yeah, I was looking at the short, man. I'm like, I thought about it, but I'm okay with just sitting and hanging out for a bit after those last two emotional trades. But yeah, my work is not letting me post in Merced, and I called and talked to one of the head guys about the safety of me working and stuff, and up until that point I was allowed to post in Merced. And that same day I called him about how I felt like it was unsafe for how much they were running us at the end of our shift at nighttime, going out super far distances, and then I have to drive back on my own. And he's all agreeing with me and stuff. And then that very next night I get a call from dispatch like, yeah, he called us and said you're not allowed to post in Merced anymore. It's like, oh great. It's like, here I am calling and complaining about, not even complaining, just trying to find a solution to the dangerous environment that us nurses are being put in when we're working nights, and at the very end of our shift they hit us with a 200 miles of driving at the very end of our shift where we're driving by ourselves. And so his response was, now you can't stay at home with your family while you're working. Now you have to go to Turlock or go to Modesto, even though we're going to have a crew posted in Merced. So even if you're at Turlock and we get an Emmanuel call, you'll have to wait for them to come from Merced to Emmanuel when you guys could just be riding together. But so now it's like, okay, well, we've been wanting to go to Turlock, and this is just another push for us to make that move. So the plagues of Egypt have come upon our home, and it's time
plagues of Egypt.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. Like, it was instant, dude. It was an instant. It was like nothing, no bites, no nothing. And then all of a sudden my daughter's waking up with 60 bug bites on her, insane, just insane. But really, it was, I mean, like, there was there was a sudden hot day, and so all the eggs and stuff that were out there just hatched, and then they were looking for a feast, and she's tasty, I guess. But that's just another push for us, to make that decision that we've been praying about. So it's like, well, God, if this is your way, I mean, I would have rather that you sent an angel to come speak to me in person to tell us to move. But if you're gonna send the plague, if it gets us to move, we'll do whatever you're calling us to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Sieta, you told me not to short. No. Are you going to take any more trades, or is that going to be it?
Probably going to be it. I mean...
Yeah. Nice $400 day, $380 day. I'm down a screen. I don't know why I can't get this portable screen to work, so I'm not able to, like, watch Discord. And I guess I could make it smaller, but watch the Discord and watch the stream. I haven't streamed in so long. I was like, you know what? I really need to get back to streaming. I need to get back to streaming. If I'm not trading with somebody specifically, too, it just helps me to help talk out loud, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So school's almost out for your girl. You only have
Yeah, my
one in
daughter-
school. You only have one that's doing school,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be done next week. Like in the middle, I think like June 3rd or
Okay.
something like that. And
Nice.
then my wife gets her last day of of teaching's June 5th.
Mm.
Ready for summer vacation.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
some fun stuff planned.
Where are you gonna go?
Me and my wife are going to Vegas in the middle of June, God willing. And then we got a couple concerts to go to, one in June, one in July. We're talking about taking the girls down to San Diego in July for Legoland and the San Diego Zoo. Talking about going to the water slides because we haven't taken the girls to the water slides yet. Yeah, might do a camping trip. Just really just spending a lot of time together.
Yeah, I just had a coworker tell me about. She's like off near Sacramento, but she's off out in the outskirts or whatever. She's in the country, and she's got this like private RV spot, like little camping spot that the people that live there can rent out for like $50. They can take the whole campsite for $50.
Nice.
And she was like, so if you guys ever want to, I'm like, dude, that'd be awesome to have your own like private campsite. You don't have to worry about anybody else, and they got hookups and stuff. And so I could bring the RV out, and I got.
You guys have an RV?
Yeah, it was gifted to us by my father-in-law. But
Dope.
I need to pay for it to be. The last time we took it out and it was rainy, we were getting wet, so I need to pay for it to be sealed up. But it's money. Everything's money. Yeah, it's really good. Big blessing. You know, it's fun. It's nice to have, but we haven't done a trip. We've only taken it out like 3 or 4 times, and we've had it for years. I also backed it up into my house. And I was like trying to get. I'm like, why can't I go back? I couldn't get it into. I thought I just knew I wasn't in my spot, you know. And I'm like revving up my car trying to push it back into the spot, and it's not. Like I can't move it, you know. And this neighbor's like, "You're on the house."
Wow.
So I put a big hole in the back, on the gutter, because it's supposed to be on the side of the gutter. You know, it's like it's sitting alongside the house. It's not sitting, you know. But I caught the gutter with it, and I was looking at the gap on the house. I wasn't looking on the top, but where the gutter was.
Right.
And I'm like, I can't. It's like it's not. Why won't it go back? Why won't it go back? You know.
That's cool. Not everybody can be your brother, bro.
Dude. Yeah, it's true. He's something else.
Dude, just
this
he's
natural.
like, what, you couldn't back it up?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. So I got this like all-weather putty stuff and just put some like mesh sheets on the backside, and just put this all-weather like metal putty around the hole. And I'm sure that's not how you're supposed to do it. It's like all nasty textured and stuff. So I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna have to pay for somebody to come out here and figure out how to seal this thing up appropriately. And he's gonna look at that and be like, who did this? It's like, man, I was just trying to find a fix. I was just trying to find something that worked. But the whole back panel might just be rotted. You know, it might have so much water inside of it and just water damage, and might need to replace the whole back panel.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice. It'd be nice to be able to take it out and take the kids out, and we have other stuff we're planning on paying for. See, I could have done it. I could have hit that sell button. There really
Bro,
wasn't.
don't. I mean,
Shoulda, woulda, coulda,
dude,
man. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
my biases should have no bearing on you.
No, I was teasing you. It wasn't you. It was just I was exhausted from the last 2 trades. So I didn't want to jump into anything else right away. I'm not. I don't trade based off of what you say. My trades are my own. The only entry I would have had would have been off of SPX. There was no real entry on NQ. For the short, for me. But on SPX,
Gotcha.
SPX formed a range. So I would have gotten in. See, that's a breaking candle, and even then, it never had a real full retest on the breaking candle either. So even that one, the short, I would have been taking a longer gap on that short too. So I may not have even entered it, but there was a breaking candle, no real good retest on it, and then the continuation to the downside. So that candle would have been at like 10.55. So if I would have gotten in around 10.55 on this candle here, it's like where would I be risking? Probably to the swing high. About 20 points. But I never really got a true retest. Now we tapped into orb, rejected, pushing back up on top side of orb on SPX. Yeah, but it should definitely be just mainly looking for longs while everything's pointing up still. So we just got really close to the bottom of this. The clouds that I have, one's like the 5-minute trend, basically. That's the way it looks. It's like one's like the 5-minute trend, and the other one's more in line with the 15-minute trend. Look, came down, we broke that 5-minute trend down around here, and then coming down up to the 15-minute trend, rejecting off the 15-minute trend.
Bro, I think metals are getting ready to pop.
Yeah. Play $1,000.
Well, dude, I mean,
play $1,000 silver play.
Dude, do your option strategy on fucking silver.
Yeah, I'd have to look back at it.
Do it on SLV, the silver ETF.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it'll work on a lot of different ETFs too. I just have to go back and do the back testing.
Gosh, bro, it just looks like it's rolling over to the upside, and especially like where it's getting hung up at, and with the indexes pushing back up to the highs. Like if the indexes decide to sell off,
yeah,
metals are gonna pop.
Right.
But I mean, dude, there's just so much accumulation down here. I don't know if you can see my chart. This is the daily on silver. Yeah, bro, it's just this range here between 70 to 80. Just there's so much buying here.
Yeah.
Buying. And it actually already had this right here was on the daily it's not a change of character, but or a break of structure, but on the hourly it is. We should be long here. Oh, actually on the daily it was lower. I'm sorry. Where's it at? It's this one.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I mean, if it gets below this low, then I'd be worried about more downside. But it's been holding. And I mean, we talked about the markets being fractal. So a common behavior pattern for silver is when it has, like even on my trades, when it has an entry like this, dude, there's been time and time again where silver has came back close to where the stop was and then just fucking rips, bro. And I'm just waiting to see it. Like, I'm just waiting to see it. I'm just waiting to see this just take off. That's right. I'm so tempted to just go buy a few more ounces of silver and just stack.
Invest.
Dude. This is just a stacking level right now. For anybody watching your stream, this is not financial advice.
It's in there. It's on the description, man.
But silver looks pretty, bro.
All right, we're gonna go for another short here.
Why are you shorting?
Break and retest the top side of orb on SPX.
Didn't that play already fail once?
Once.
Yeah. So you're actually in right now?
Yeah. Stops at 45.
Well, good luck, buddy. To me, this just looks like a breakout or a retest of the 30,000 breakout.
Nope, somebody's calling me.
They're calling you to fucking tell you to stop taking trades against this trend, bro. Fuck.
This is the... Yeah, it's not looking good. Too bad my phone's my camera, so I can't hang up. Oh, it did. It tapped 30,000, huh? It tapped 30,000 and rejected off.
Pretty close to it. You might get a little bit more of a push down into the 29s, but I don't know. So you remember when we were talking about back testing? I'm not
See,
trying
now
to change
here's the
anything
break and
for you right now.
retest too. So now this should have been the entry. Again, now we have the entry right here. This is where it should have been the entry. The range break on NQ, push down, and then top of this purple candle would be the stop. So I'm going to bring my stop back down here. So NQ actually finally gave me the first short entry.
Not trying to change anything for you. I'm just picking your brain here. So I don't know if you remember when we were talking about like your back testing or whatever, and we talked about how technically your trades are all just variations of the same break and retest strategy, right? Right, just at different points.
Right, just finding a different key level, break and retest on that key level.
And was it part of your back testing to catalog each of those individual levels like
No.
independently?
I just traded them all together. So like which one actually does it the best?
Yeah, man. I think that could be something that's a good defensive thing to have.
Right.
You know, like so like the break into orb. Like that break and retest back into orb.
Right, and it's dumping
Dude,
too.
you gotta
On SBX
you
it would
gotta
have
know
paid
the
out, but it's if this
gotta
thing
know-
goes, it's gonna go good.
yeah, you got to know those numbers though, right?
Yeah.
For the breakout in either direction, and then the breakout and retest in either direction of the range itself. Like, what are those numbers compared to the break back into orb?
Right.
I don't know. It's just something to think about, man. You know, if like if you start to notice that your break into orbs aren't hitting, or you're not getting any kind of runs on
Right.
them, then it might just be best to not take those trades. But you got to get your data though.
Right. Yeah, I gotta get the. Yeah, I do. I absolutely do. You're absolutely right. I absolutely do have to spend more time getting more data, and it's just hard. It's just hard. So most of my stuff is forward testing compared to back testing, but now. And so like whenever I place a trade, what I was doing was starting to log each trade, but I got away from that too. And a lot of it was when you do lose an account, it's like all that data goes away from that account on TradeZella.
Oh, yeah, you got to handwrite everything.
Yeah. So it was all digital.
There's that bounce off 30K.
Yeah.
Are you still short?
Yeah, I was. I got my 2 contracts off. That last contract I had on top of the 2-minute candle, so I just got out right now at 25. So I made like $50. Made $50 on that trade.
So you're like up 170 on the day, somewhere around there.
Yeah, sorry. So yes, I made $30 then. Yeah, 'cause I'm up like 150, 160.
Oh, gotcha. That's cool. So now you're 3 trades in on the day.
Yeah. 2 wins, 1 loss, $150. So like this is the actual first retest of the blue. Actually, no, that other candle did retest the blue. It just didn't get quite a touch. Now this is the first touch short there. But I think I'm good. I think I'm done.
Yeah, I don't like anything here. Not until we get a trend break to the upside.
You see my NQ right now?
No, hold on. This is being finicky. Hold it. Why does it keep jumping like that? Okay, what?
So this probably would have been the cleanest entry, which is the NQ. So we had the ranged bottom side blue, top side purple. Then we had the purple candle was the actual breaking candle on the blue candle, and then so this was about where I got in, but not off of this. I got in off of SPX, but this would have been the first valid entry on the. This is what I've done the most testing on, is the range break and retest, the quantum range break and retest. That's by far what has most of the data on it, because that's the trade that I take the most. But I just happened to do it on SPX, and it worked out. but this one almost retested, and I was in on this candle. It would have been better for me to actually hit it on this candle where it actually retested the range, and then on the pull back out, I could have got it in there, and that would have been the best entry on the break and retest of this little range that formed. And then I would have been about 15 points of risk. And so I could have done a 15-point TP. I would have hit it on that first candle, and then I'd just be trailing. But this is what has the most testing on it for me, is the blue purple range formation candles, like we have it over here. You know, blues and purples. So you do bottom side blue, top side purple. This is pre-market, so I wouldn't have taken this one, but this would have been your breaking candle. If this retest pushed back out, then you could have gone that one on the orb, but it didn't. So then your new range is this right here. And so this one is your breaking candle on the purple side, retest, and then this would have been your stop loss, which would have been massive because that's the whole opening candle, and you had the whole push up from there. But I wouldn't do it on the open. But that's what I've tested the most, is these blues and purples near each other in the same price range, break and retest of those candles. So I probably should only trade that, since that is where
I mean, if that's where most of your data is, that
Yeah.
that should definitely be the setup you're looking for the
Yeah.
most.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think a break and retest of the orb is a bad. I mean, just because you're gonna get an orb every single day, right? You're
Right.
gonna get an opening range every single day. So I mean, that's another one that you should have, but you just need to get the data around it. You should definitely have data that separates the breakout of orb and then the break back into orb.
Right.
You know, and how often they
Right.
hit. I mean, and dude, honestly, like, also, you should, in addition to that, you should have data that coincides with the overall bigger or higher time frame trend. Like,
Right.
if like right now we're bullish, right? So, the breakout of orbs in the direction of the trend, you should have data on how many times they hit and how many times they run if they hit. You know what I
Right.
mean? For leaving trails. So I mean, it's a lot of data, but dude, you can do it. You're a smart dude. You have time to do it.
Well,
And honestly, it's an investment for yourself, right? So instead of trading for a week, dude, just take a week off and do a week of back testing.
mm-hmm.
Get the data you need, then come back even stronger, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's not going to kill you to take a week off.
Yes, it is.
You just took a week off. You just took like a week and a half off.
Yeah, because I was forced to.
Yeah.
See, I was hoping that I'd be able to do back testing whenever I'm at work. But when I'm at work, it's like if I have downtime, I really gotta try to sleep, you know, because
Yeah.
I gotta be awake. And so then it's like when I'm home, now I want to spend time with the family, but I need to make that sacrifice.
Dude, it's a small sacrifice to make.
Yeah.
To get the data you need to just make yourself that much stronger of a trader.
Right.
Because even though like the backtesting itself is offensive, right? It's also defensive because you're gonna eliminate the setups that you're not getting a lot of data for, you're not getting enough data for, right? I'm willing to bet, John, that there's probably not a lot of, especially when the market is trending on the higher time frames, I'm willing to bet there's not a lot of breaking back into orb opportunities.
Right.
There's probably not a lot. I'm willing
breaks
to
and just
bet.
continuation.
Right. Especially if it's in the direction of the trend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're more likely to catch. You're more likely going to see opportunities where it, like, if it does go against the higher time frame trend, it's going to be breaking out of orb to the downside.
Right.
You know, right? It's like if we're up, it's not going to break back in. You're not going to see the opportunity with the break back into orb. It's going to be with a break out of the orb in the opposite direction. So
yeah, like on NQ, we haven't even come close to retesting orb. Like on NQ, it broke out of orb and then just ran, and now it's doing a pullback, you know, but the trend is still very bullish.
I mean, I got a trend break here, so I'm interested in a possible long if it gives it to me.
Yeah.
Hi. You fell asleep early yesterday. Ah. Daddy didn't even get to see you yesterday. Did you go swimming yesterday? Did you go swimming? Are you hungry? You want some pancakes? What do you want to do today? You want to go watch TV? You want to go watch TV? Okay, let's go watch TV. I'll be right back, John.
All right. See ya.
Hot 6.
Chewy, get back here.
What I miss?
Short, and I did take a loss off the range, and then it broke back out, and so now I'm back in it.
Oh, you're in a short right now?
Yeah. Break and retest. Break and retest failed the first one, and then it broke back out again, so now I took it back in again, got my points, so I'm still down from the loss, but I'm just holding it break even.
I don't like it. I don't like what it looks like. Bro, I think I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, so this is my last trade, for sure. For sure.
I mean, it still could give me a setup here if it pops back up, but I don't know. It seems, I mean, the pullback is, to me, seems weak, but it could always just keep going.
Yeah, usually the drops are faster.
Yeah, I'm testing my headset. Say something.
Check 1 2, check testing 1 2 3
That's
1 2.
good.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. I don't know how my volume got cranked up. Like, I don't know if I messed up the dial, like when I put my headset on or what, but it was just like, dude, it was like you were yelling at me, and I was just
Yeah,
like,
well, I was.
No. It's already gonna be 9 o'clock. I need to make breakfast. I need to make my daughter breakfast.
Yeah. I need to do some. I need to call that property management place. But this is my last one. My last one. We're in it. We're in it for the long haul. It's going all the way down to fill the gap on SPX. Is what it's going to do. So it's going to go about 300 points down from here. We got a party this weekend too, so my wife wants me to get everything ready. If you want to bring your girls, you can. I can send you some information, but it's on Friday, I think. Saturday. We're gonna have ponies
To do where? For what?
at my in-laws' house. I can send you the information if you're not doing anything this weekend. But for my daughter's 4th birthday party, we're gonna have it in my in-laws' backyard, and this one's gonna flip back. And then we got some pony rentals coming to give rides to the kids. There's actually,
Sounds like fun.
yeah, there's actually a really nice one that's like word of mouth that is miniature horses, but that she doesn't have any rideable ones, but she does like fur painting and stuff on the minis, and the kids can like paint them however they want and pet them and all this stuff. But my daughter really wanted to ride something, so I got her a pony. Is this
That's
where
cool.
it turns around? Is this where it goes long? Back up into the range. Tap the range. Or is this where I sell harder? Sell it harder.
Sell it. Are
See-
you gonna add?
I could have. It tapped the range and then just rejected right off of it. So now it needs to make some new lows. SPX came, tapped its 1 minute cross. See if it can break it. Break it. I get some good continuation. Yeah. My losses are just too big, man. It's just that's something I really gotta get under control. Cause like even now, it's like with that last loss being over $100, I'm just reaching to make it back to where I was, you know. But I could, and more. Come on, man. There we go. There we go. So pretty soon I'd be looking to hedge my option if I was in an options play. Pretty strong rejection there.
Are you still in this short?
Yep.
Sheesh.
None of these 2-minute candles has closed outside that previous red 2-minute candle, so I'm just sitting at break even right now.
Every time it looks like it's gonna pop, it just fucking shoots right back
I
down.
know. I keep thinking I'm gonna get taken out, but that's my negative attitude. But so my initial trade was good, but my it just ticked me out. Barely tapped my stop, and then it just continued on. See, man, big rejection. That one tapped bottom side of orb on SPX. Tapped and rejected the bottom side of orb on SPX. See if we can get another test on it. I definitely like trailing the 2-minute though. I will say that is a big difference that I really like. I'd have been out of this trade 10 times, on the 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, every pullback, man, every pullback, it's looking like it's gonna flip and then just gets rejected back down. So that's still closed inside. All right, Trump say that we're going to go bomb Iran or something. I want to see like a 300-point 1 candle drop. Come on, break this. Break and hold these 60s. Break and hold these 60s. Nice. If you can just hold below, I can move my stop to 73. You can just hold below. That would be the candle you'd move it on, right? As long as it's below that first entry candle, that big entry candle. All right, there we go. It's definitely this candle. All right, hit 50s, break 50s.
You don't have any candles that have closed below that big purple candle yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that would be the one. Like once it closed below that big purple candle, well, I guess you'd have to see my chart what I'm looking at. But all right, I moved my stop. It's close enough. But I'm looking at this candle right here was the one that I had an entry on. I think this one or this one. But so none of these candles have closed below this wick. Now that was the first candle to close below this wick. So that would be the one that I moved my stop to. Right? Because this was the range of this candle. All these closed inside the range of this candle. Now this was the first one that closed outside the range. So I just moved my stop to 72.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
It's a pretty nasty fucking pullback there. What's
Yeah.
the hourly chart look like?
We still haven't closed below the bottom side of orb on SPX, so it might reject from here would be where I'd be looking for it to reject up. If it's gonna reject up, if it's gonna continue, I get a close below orb, and then I'm gonna think some big continuation. Hopefully a big move down. This is where I'd be selling some call side spreads and hedging my short side. Yeah, see, we're still closed above.
Are you still live?
Yeah, I'm still alive.
All right.
You don't want to talk about something?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I could talk about it discreetly, in a way.
Yeah. That's like all I've been doing about some of like the option stuff, because the option stuff I'm not supposed to talk about, but
remember we were talking about the gap fill earlier?
yeah, that 1 hour gap fill.
Yeah. I mean, dude, this is just like big money to really start setting up the market for a bearish structure. If you're looking at my chart,
I'm looking at it. I see it.
This would be
this would be
the hourly swing low, right?
Okay.
And then it's so close to the gap fill that you could get the change of character and the gap fill all in one go. It makes another push for the highs. Fails. If it fails, this would be the new swing point to the downside. Somewhere here, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
But no guessing. But I mean, it's just
based off of
hypothesis.
the structure that you're seeing on the market.
Yeah. I mean,
Alright,
gotta see it first. But like, dude, it's just to come up to all-time highs, and I mean the hourly, it's closing above. You know, like this was a really strong hourly candle. It got continuation. The fact that it's pulling back this hard makes me think that it's going to target this.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. It's going to target this and then go for the gap fill.
Well, I hope so. So we just broke bottom side of orb, which is actually a break into the top side of orb. It was a break retest continuation on the bottom side of orb on SPX. So that would have been another short entry right there. All right, moving my stop again. Now we're definitely taking some profits off the table. And then that was a break into the top side of orb on NQ, coming right up onto a 5-minute cross. So this would be a decent spot for it to pull back on and retest that top side. Or it can just keep dumping. Yeah, I like that.
Or you could get it. You could get a nasty run here.
I like that, man. So right now, if I wasn't able to close out of my option spread from this morning, I would be, I mean, I think I'd still be really good because it's still really far away from the one standard deviation to the downside, which is usually around where I'm selling. But this my option would be getting iffy right now. This might be like the first loss on that strategy. Yeah, this one micro is up $180 right now. Almost 100 points on this one micro. There you go. There's right there. There's 100 points. 100 points on one micro. I'm completely off the. I should have been on. See now, this is where having my other screen is jacking me up because I should have been on NQ, and because now this whole trade's not recorded. This would be the trade that I would post. You know, you gotta post your best trade. You don't post all the other stuff that happened before in between. But now my trade's not recorded.
Oh, you're not live anymore?
No, I'm
It says
live.
you're-
I am live, but I usually have another monitor that has my SPX on it. So I have SPX on one monitor, and then I have MNQ on another monitor, so that whenever I do hit a trade, you can see it on the live stream. But now that I'm down a monitor, so I have SPX on the monitor that would normally have my actual trade entry on. So nobody can see my actual trade entry right now because it's just SPX on the screen.
Gotcha.
Man, that thing just dumped like crazy.
So your stop is at
32.50.
32 right now?
Yeah, 32.50 is where I mean, because I just click it right above, so I'm not exactly on it. I'm just a little bit above it.
Mhm.
Looks like 31.50 about is the candle. What is the high on this candle? High is 31.50. Yeah, so I'm a point above it.
So I'm gonna watch. I'll watch for a few more minutes, but I'm gonna dip at 9.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I took one more trade.
Yeah, man. Like I said, job is to execute.
And that was the range play, break and retest on the range. The first one got ticked out on one candle. And then I re-entered on the break back down. It gave me another entry on it, so I retook it. Even the 2-minute one was actually perfect. If I would have done it on the 2-minute, the 2-minute was perfect. Because the 2-minute gave you the range. It had an initial break, but the retest failed. So the retest closed inside. And then on the second break, so I wouldn't even have entered that first trade. And then on the second break, it had a retest continuation. So that's where I would have entered. And I would have never even had a loss before it if I would have done the 2-minute. And it was about the same amount of risk.
You might be able to ride the E8 EMA again here.
Yeah,
there's some
hopefully.
protection. We'll see if it respects it here.
Hopefully it does.
I mean, that's something to think about too, man. I wonder if looking for your entries on the 2-minute versus the 1-minute might
Right.
help you iron out some
Losses.
weak entries.
Yeah. Yeah. But then it's like I'm still concerned about like the risk that I'm putting, which I'm not concerned enough because I keep putting on high risk trades. But the 1-minute is going to have tighter risks on it. I might just take more cleaner trades and then it doesn't really matter, right? Have fewer
Right.
losses. Still in it. Oh. I'm out. So up 200.
Did it take you out?
Yeah, just took me out.
Oh,
Up
GG's
200
in
about
chat.
on the day. GG's. Right on,
Starting the
man.
week off green. I like it.
I like it too. Now I'm gonna go long with
Right on, dude.
I
I'll talk to you later.
click close, I click save, I click out, I'm out. My ATM is now saved with the right size on it. Logged out of trading view. Everything's closed. 3
Yep.
W's, 2 L's. And
Okay, bye. Good luck, everybody
see ya.
else.
Yeah, Jesus loves you all. He wants to know you in a real and personal way. Can't take any money
Amen.
with you. Get to know him as your personal Lord and Savior. Have a good one, guys. See ya, Eddie. See ya. Are you on tomorrow? All right.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow, man.